Howdy, Possum Patty here, outside enjoying a little bit of sunshine. Perfectly blue skies, a tiny bit of a breeze. It's about 67, 68, something like that degrees. It's just a lovely, lovely, lovely day. I don't want to say fall quite yet. It's one of the last few days of summer, even though I have a sweatshirt on. It was only in the 50s this morning. Yes, it was quite cool. So I'm just relaxing. Yes, enjoying my morning glories behind me here. And the few flowers that the deer haven't eaten. Yes, I have a few over there. I have some sunflowers over here in the pot, but the deer ate one of those too. So I brought out some stitching, and I'm going to be working on that little slow stitch pumpkin. I want to add some characters to it. Yes, I add a few characters to it. Then I need to pop it into the mail to Gayle because she won it at one of my lives. And I also have a little slow stitch mushroom and stamp that I'm going to be getting off in the mail this week to Leanne. Yes, and then once I get that done, I have some other things I need to send out too. I'm always so far behind. That's okay. I'll get a few things out in the mail this week. Yes, I will. I'll get a few things out in the mail this week. And yes, that'll be my goal to accomplish. 2 things out in the mail. at least 2 things out in the mail this week. Well, one's done. I just have to package it up. But I need to get over to the table there and do a little bit of slow stitching. That's all. Just enjoying the day outside, doing a little bit of slow stitching. Come on along. This is the little slow stitch pumpkin that I had made. It has gold thread and a little bit of that really, really soft cotton batting on the back. And what I plan to do is just to add a little bit more color. Now these colors go with this little fox over here, fall fox with his little scarf on. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll add some mushrooms. How many things can I get on here? And I get a little mushroom and a big mushroom. And then I have this little wooden bird button. I thought I'd put up in the corner there. Just like that. And then it'll be ready to go. This is a, like a refrigerator magnet. I put it in there to hold the needles. And I have to think about what I got to sew down first. All right, I'm going to sew down. I'm going to put these in the basket so they don't blow away. A little bit of a breeze, but it feels lovely. And this will be easy. And you're going to be able to see all the stitching on the back. I know I could have done the stitching and then put the batting, but I usually don't do that. I don't know why. It's handmade, so I like to see the stitching on the back. Maybe that's why. We'll see. All right, I need a color. I didn't bring out too many. I've got yellows and oranges here. Yellows and oranges. Should I turn that way? I'm recording sideways. Yellow, yellow, green. Yellow, yellow, green. Yellow, green. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole thing in the same color or different colors yet. But I'm going to start with this color. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a knot. It's a little tiny knot there. And I'm going to run the needle just through one layer, like that. And I'm going to tuck that thread in there. And now I'm just going to do some straight stitching around. I would have loved to give you a view of the wildflowers that are on the other side of the camera, but right now I'm sitting in the shade. So you get a view of the garage. Well, when I came outside, I wasn't worried about the wind noise, but there seems to be a little bit of a breeze picking up. I hope it doesn't show on the microphone. And neighbors are running machinery. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody goes out and starts target shooting. Yes, we're in the country. Very few neighbors, but it's always noisy. It's always noisy. And if it's not the neighbors, it's airplanes going overhead or the helicopters. A lot of helicopters. I think it's the Coast Guard. Yeah, I think the Coast Guard. They have a station, and the helicopters tend to fly up here. I don't know why, but they do. I'm just making some big stitches. Just going around. Just want to get this piece of fabric down underneath the characters. Stitches might show, they might not show. I might change up the color threads. I'm watching the bumblebees. There's so many bumblebees out. And there's a nest of yellow jackets down by the stone wall. So I can't go down there. They get ornery this time of the year, yes. And they go after anything sweet. So you can't bring out a drink or any food. I filled the hummingbird feeder, but it looks empty already. I got my trail cam set up over there. That way. I got some fun videos, yes, to show you. I got some fun videos. I'll have to put them together. A little bit of a short. Some birds flying around. Okay, all I did was stitch around. You can see them right there. Oh, the umbrella's starting to move. Maybe I should go get my microphone. And I'm just going to end this and see who goes on next. Let me show you the back. Oh, does he need to go on first or does the mushroom? Where's the little mushroom? Okay, let's put the mushrooms on first. See, this is why I picked this thread. Look. Matchy matchy with the mushroom. And let's see. Maybe I'll just make tiny stitches all around. So I have 10,000 goldenrods blooming right now. I know because I counted all of them. And the bees are very busy with them. Ferns are turning colors. They're like the first up in the spring and one of the first things to turn colors in the fall. I have a few milkweed pods that have popped open. I'm debating whether or not I should dig a hole, plant a couple of the pods like I did last year. Make the patch a little bigger. Or just let the seeds blow where they may. Now I use my little slow stitch things like these pumpkins in my journals. So this is like, for me, this is journal fodder. Slow stitch journal fodder, yes. But I guess you can use it for whatever you want to. And I tuck the thread under the batting. Like that. Should I change colors? Oh, I love this little fox. Oh, this fox and these mushrooms came from some Dollar Tree fabrics. Yes, Dollar Tree fabrics. I don't know where this came from. This might have been a Walmart fabric. I don't remember. But these are Dollar Tree fabrics. Here's some of the Dollar Tree fabrics. I love this dragonfly. I didn't use that today. I'll use that in another project. Some fall plaid. I did use a piece of that. This is an old one. Got a little piece left with these pumpkins. And why is this in the batch? No, that's not fall, is it? I guess it was just in between the other pieces. This one's very fall-like. Got the gnomes and the mushrooms, the sunflowers. This bright blue one is pretty. Different color scheme than this one. But this is where I've got those lovely green mushrooms from. This one also has gnomes. Oh, and a little ladybug too. Little ladybug too. And this is where the fox came from. But these rabbits are really cute too. Oh, and the little hedgehog. Oh, he's adorable. I'll have to do some more slow stitching. So this is the size of the material that you get in a pack from Dollar Tree. And they were $1.25. I don't know what they are now. Everything's going up in price. Oh, let's do an orange around the fox. A lot of my embroidery thread, probably most of it, came from the flea market and yard sales. I did buy some, I think, at the Walmart. And I think I have a couple of colors I might have bought at AC Moore. And some of this is the really old-fashioned embroidery thread. It's actually vintage. This is probably one of the vintage ones. You can tell by how it feels. It just feels different than the newer stuff. And it's really not as shiny. It's got a different look to it. Different feel. So Gayle, you're getting some vintage thread on here. Now I'm just going to stitch around the fox. Same way I stitched around the mushroom. Oh, I just had an idea, yes. Did I bring out white? Yes, I did. I brought out some white. I'm thinking about putting a couple little French knots in that mushroom. Just for fun. I do love these little slow stitch projects. It's like just the right amount of stitching and interest, yes. I know Janet Nash was doing one the other day. I didn't finish watching it though. Was it All Things Blue, I think it was. I'll have to go back and watch that. It amazes me that some people don't sew. I'm like, well, we all sewed when we were kids. Made doll clothes and all that. Days gone by, right? Handiwork, handicrafts. I saw a yellow sulfur butterfly over to my left, and there was a white cabbage butterfly over to my right. I'm looking around. I don't see the hummingbird today. They're going to migrate though. Oh, breeze is starting to move the wind chimes now. Yes, I love to see the little stitching on the back. You can see the fox, you can see the mushroom. Okay, I got a little tiny mushroom to stitch on. And do I want it out here, or maybe I want it over here? Yeah, let's put it here in the middle. And then I'm going to put the button up there and then maybe do a few French knots. Do I want to use the same thread? I'd like to use a different thread. So I'm going to wind this back up on, where does it go? I'm going to wind that back up in here. Oh, look, I have a piece all ready to go. That's great. Oh, get the ants out. Oh, maybe I'll put a yellow French knot on this one and a white one up there. So for the French knots, I just come up from behind, right through the middle of that circle. Then you wrap the thread around the needle 2 or 3 times, and you poke it back in. And you pull it, and then you get that cute little knot right there. Gives a lot of texture to what you're working on. Let's see if I can do another one. Trying to get it in the camera here. Come up through the middle, take the thread, wrap it around the needle twice. You could do 3 times. Hold it with your finger, put the needle back through, and then you pull it. And then you've got your little knot right there. You can see how it leaves a little raised bit there. Oh, shall we do another one? Okay. Do another one right there. There. Okay, so I'm going to tie this off. I just put the thread through the mushroom there and through the wings. And I'm going to go all the way through this time. So maybe 3. 3 is a magical number. Tie it off on the back. Okay, so I want to make some right there. I'm starting this one on the back. Pull it through. Wrap it around twice. Poke it back in. I have a lot of layers there to poke through right now. There we go. And there it is. Do a couple more. Oh, let's do some more. Once you start doing this, yeah, you can get a little crazy. Do more, do more. I'm using the table like my thimble. Pull it through. Okay. More. 1, 2, back through. And there's the front, all finished. I hope you love it, Gayle, as much as I do. Very fallish with the fox and the mushrooms and the little bird there. And this is what the back looks like. Now I have to pop this into an envelope and get it out in the mail. Probably go to the post office on Tuesday. I think maybe on Tuesday. I love it. How about you? Are you working on a slow stitch project? Do you put slow stitching in your journal? Let me know in the comments below. Well, the project is finished and ready to get into the mail. And oh, there's my fairy. There's some of the wildflowers and some ferns behind me. And thanks for coming along today. Happy slow stitching. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.